I am Random Ross, and in case you're wondering what I have on, these are wireless headphones I got for Christmas. Thanks, Auntie Sue. Stay tuned. Hey YouTube, it is me, Random Ross. So, 2015 is drawing to a close, and 2016 is drawing to an open. So, in the early hours of this morning, UK time, I think it was, Movie Phantom, he did a video of, well, we give him like a response to like what our top 3 horror films or something are, and he did that, and I did 2 top 3 Christmas movies and top 3 Christmas horror. The last one he did was top 3 horror films of 2015. So, I mean, I gave him like my answer like in the comments, but I want to do this video just to like, you know, give my reasons for it. So, let's go. Number 3. Number 3, It Follows, starring Micah Monroe, the girl from The Guest, and she's going to be in the new Independence Day film, which is coming out in the summer, I think. So, what it is she plays this girl who goes on a date with this guy. Eventually, after a couple of dates, they decide to have sex, and then he tells her that he's given her this thing, which is like an evil force, an evil entity, that takes different shapes of people, and it's really slow, and they got to try and avoid it, and it follows them. And the other way they can get rid of it is to pass it on to someone else. She does that a few times, but she never fully gets rid of it, I don't think. Bit of an abrupt ending, but it was an okay film. I mean, me and my cousin came down to the conclusion that it was an STD. Anyway, that was my number 3. Number 2, Sinister 2. Not as jumpy as the first one, but I still thought it was a good horror. Good to see Bughuul again. I didn't think they'd actually make a sequel to Sinister. I honestly didn't. But they did, and I thought it was an okay sequel. Jump scares lacked, but again I thought probably it's because I could see what was coming. But still, it was a great sequel. You know, it had the deputy so-and-so from the first Sinister film. He was like a main protagonist for that. So, yep, Sinister 2. Number 1, Insidious 3. Now, the first one jumped me a lot, made me jumped out a lot. Second one, a bit like Sinister 2, good story in that, not as jumpy. So, Insidious Chapter 3 was a prequel. I liked how it explored the backstories, especially of Elise as a character. I mean, she was only a secondary character in the first 2, but in this one she was like the main antagonist. She kicked ass in it. She was like the badass in the world she called the Fervor. She was helping a young girl who was wanting to communicate with her deceased mother. The girl in it, Quinn, played by Stephanie Scott. Yeah, I liked it. It was an okay prequel. Didn't make me jump really much, but I'll admit, there was one scene here that did make me jump, which was the window scene. But yeah, I liked Insidious 3. I liked how it started the events of the first Insidious film. Okay, and that's my top 3. I just want to give out one honourable mention. One honourable mention to... It's not come out in the UK yet in cinemas. I don't know why. It's coming out in February in the UK. Goosebumps. I managed to watch it. I managed to get a good stream, and I watched it. It was a great, horror. Well, not horror. It's a kids' fantasy horror, but it always has a place for me in my childhood because I used to be petrified. I used to run out screaming when I saw the introduction of the show. But now I've embraced the fear. I mean, ironically, I actually liked Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and I watched that as a kid. I thought that was less scary than Goosebumps. I know, weird. So, Goosebumps. I watched all 5 seasons on Netflix, and I did enjoy the film. I thought Jack Black did a good performance as R.L. Stein. Even had a cameo from the real R.L. Stine. So yeah, that was just the one honourable mention. Okay, so the movie Phantom, those are my top 3 and my reasons why for it. So yeah, so if you don't know who Movie Phantom is, check his channel out. He wears cool masks. He does cool horror related videos. You know, I'll pop a link to his channel in the description below, a link to it, so you can find him easier. Check his channel out, subscribe to him, and also subscribe to my channel if you want to see more from me. Also like, share, comment on this video if you want, and be sure to follow me on Facebook and Twitter, which will be linked in the description below. And yeah, so stay updated on what I get up to outside of YouTube. So yeah, till next time, goodbye friends, and Happy New Year.